My dad married a new woman with a daughter. I fell in love with my new sister-in-law, and struggling to suppress my feelings for her, my nonchalant sister had no idea what I'm going through, and time just passes by heartlessly. But one night, I walked inside of my sister's bed and grabbed her boobs. I woke up in a panic, and she hugged me and told me I could keep going, and I somehow sleptwalked into my unfriendly sister-in-law's bed and grabbed her enormous melons. I woke up and tried to stop immediately, but surprisingly she seemed happy and told me to continue. I'll never forget, when I met my sister-in-law for the first time, I was still in middle school and she was a freshman in high school. After my mom passed away early, I lived with my father all my life, but my father has decided to marry a new woman, and suddenly I was introduced to a new woman and a big sister. And the first time that we met was at a restaurant chain in our neighborhood.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rina.
Nice to meet you, too. I'm Ichi. Whoa, she's so cute. My sister Rena was so cute that she looked like she'd come out of a girl's magazine, so I was really excited. Plus, she looked like the celebrity crush I had, so I couldn't help but look at her every chance I got. Even when we were eating, I kept on looking at her, and I locked eyes with Rena's beautiful eyes.
Why do you keep staring at me like that?
I'm just,
Do I have something on my face?
No, it's not like that.
I'm 2 years older than you, Ichi-kun, but I don't think I can be your big sister.
Oh, really?
Do you know why, though?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Then tell me.
Because I thought that I couldn't be your little brother either.
I know, right? It's like, how are we supposed to just become siblings, you know?
Rena said, and she just went back to eating her food. Maybe she was just being nice and talked to me because my parents were having fun of their own. But for me, the fact that I got to start living together with Rena alone made me excited more than ever in my life. And after just a few months had passed, Rena and her mother finally moved in with us. That day, I was feeling nervous ever since I woke up. We helped carry all their stuff inside, and after the moving company left, I went to go and see Rena in the room next to mine. But I was surprised to find Rena crying in the corner looking at an old photo album. I quickly hid behind the door, but she noticed me.
Who was that?
It's me, Ichi.
What do you want?
I was wondering if you needed any help unpacking stuff.
I only have a little bit to unpack left, so I'll do it alone.
Well, if you need help with anything, just let me know. I'll be in the room next door, so.
Thanks, but I'll be fine.
Rena wiped her eyes subtly, trying to hide the fact that she was crying. And one more thing.
What is it?
I can't really call you big sister, Rena, so how should I call you?
I don't really care. You can call me whatever. We just became siblings on paper because of our parents.
Then can I just call you Rena?
Rina-san feels weird. We're family, so just call me Rina.
I'll just call you Rena then.
Sounds good.
And one last thing.
What? You have more?
Who are you? I mean, never mind, it's nothing. Just forget about it. I stopped because I realized there was no way she would tell me why she was crying. 1 year later, the biggest change we've had since we started living with a new mom and new sister is food. We don't have any fancy meals when I was living with my dad, but my mom and sister's food became something I looked forward to eating every day.
Ichi-kun, you really eat everything like it's something you love. I love it.
That's because you're the best cook I've ever seen. It's honestly so good.
I'm pretty picky when it comes to my food, but you seem like you don't have any, Ichi.
Yeah, I can pretty much eat anything.
Then eat this for me, thanks. Oh, and eat this too, Ichi. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, stop it, Rina. You're causing trouble for Ichi-kun.
I'm sorry, Ichi. Can you eat it, though?
Yeah, of course I can. I love everything Mom cooks.
You're really kind, Ichi, you know that? You're so different to him.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Never mind. It's nothing really.
Rena replied and looked away from me. What the heck is up with her? It's always really fun eating together with my family, but Rena has a cool side to her. She spends most of her time in the house in her room, and she's only in the living room after she has taken a shower. She would watch TV with her hair still wet, and I always tried to invite her to do something because I loved staying closer to her sweet smell after the shower. Hey, do you want to play any games?
Game? From now on? Sorry, I have to finish up my homework.
Just a little bit, no?
No, I can't.
Alright. Every time I got closer to her, she would stand right back up and go back inside her room. I just want more chances to talk to her. When I entered high school, I decided to join the judo club to train myself mentally and physically. I guess I wanted to become a man who could protect Rena whenever something might have happened to her. I trained really hard and pushed myself every day, and by the time I became a kurohobi, Rena had decided to enter a university to study her passion for design, and apparently she had many friends there. And that night, I would never forget. When I was a senior in high school and Reina became a sophomore in university, both of our parents were out of the prefecture to go and meet their relatives. So I was alone in the room with Reina for 3 whole days. That day, Reina came home late because she went out drinking with her friends from university. I was studying for my entrance exam for university, but before I knew it, I'd fallen asleep on my desk. And by the time I woke up and saw the clock, it was already 2 in the midnight. I was staggering around, but I went to the toilet and half unconsciously dove back into my bed. What is this soft thing? I grabbed that soft object repeatedly as I was laying on the bed, kind of in a sleep.
What are you doing?
What?
Ichi? Is that you, Ichi?
Reina, why the heck are you here? I looked around and I found out that I was in her room. My heart started pounding immediately and I realized that I was on Reina's bed this whole time.
Why did you stop? You can keep going.
My fault, it was a mistake.
A mistake? What do you mean? You don't like me?
What?
Just stay here. Don't go.
Alright. Reina hugged my arm tightly and didn't let go. Her soft set of melons were hitting right against my chest. I looked down slowly and I saw that her eyes were closed. We were so close that our lips could have touched. Whoa, is she even cuter when she's like this? Reina, are you really sure about this? I didn't move for a while, wondering what I should do with her. And after a while, I started to hear Reina's breathing as she was sleeping on my shoulder. Are you sleeping, Reina? Wake up and look at me. I spoke to her lightly, but she didn't respond, so I was sure that she was completely asleep. After all, she had been drinking out tonight. I left the bed carefully to go and wake Reina up and headed back to my own room. The next morning, when I came down to the living room, I found Reina waiting for me with toast and scrambled eggs on the table.
Good morning. I made you some breakfast today. Eat up.
She's acting just like usual, huh? Based on what she said last night, I thought she might have liked me or something, but I guess that was just me. I sat down and bit into the toast and asked, by the way, what time did you come home last night?
Probably past midnight. I don't remember clearly.
Did you have a lot to drink last night?
Yeah, my friends kind of forced me into drinking, so I was a bit drunk.
Then do you remember about last night?
About last night? What?
I kinda sleepwalked into your room. You don't remember that?
Oh, actually, yeah.
You actually do remember?
I thought it was just a dream, but you really were in my bed last night, huh?
Sorry about that, but I went back to my room immediately.
I don't mind, actually. I mean, you better have gone back.
Suddenly, Reina's face turned red, and she just went running outside. I don't know how Reina's feeling towards me. Ever since that night, my love for Reina has been growing bigger and bigger, and I've started to see her more as a girl than my sister. Because she's in university, Reina goes out drinking or events like camping often. And a lot of the times there's a guy who comes to pick her up with his car. They drove huge camping cars and they have amazing fashion style. And seeing them laughing and chatting with Reina made me feel real awkward. One day I decided to ask Reina a question. Hey Reina, do you have a boyfriend?
Nope. Not right now, I don't.
I see, because I thought the guy with the shades who always picks you up was your boyfriend.
He's just a friend.
But he looks like he's into you, Reina.
Really? But even if that's true, what does it have to do with you, Ichi?
I know, but...
Why did you ask me if I had a boyfriend or not?
Why? I mean, I'm just interested to know, you know?
Interested? Like, as a brother?
I can't really be your brother, Reina.
Then what?
I'm just,
We've been living together for over 5 years now. But even after all these years, I still don't think I can be your sister. At this point, I feel like it's destiny.
Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to know what I mean?
I mean, of course I want to know, but when I said that, Reina looked at me in my eyes with a serious face.
The thing is, I have an actual little brother.
An actual little brother?
Yeah, and when I look at you, you remind me of my little brother every time. And when I do, I start thinking of all my memories with him, and I don't like it when that happens.
She shouted and just went running outside. I was standing there in shock. And that's when Mom came down to check on what was happening.
Is everything alright, guys?
Reina told me that she has an actual brother?
Wait, Rena said that?
Yeah, she did. What does she mean?
I was going to tell you this at one point, but basically, she has a younger brother the same age as you, Ichi-kun.
Right.
When I had a divorce, I wanted both my children to come with me, but my ex-husband said he really wants to keep our son, so now him and Rena are living apart.
Was Reina close with her little brother?
Yes, they were really close. So I feel really sorry for her.
Man, I didn't know that. I remember the time that Rena just came to move with us and was crying after looking at an old photo album. Now it all makes sense why she was crying after hearing about her little brother. After that, Rena came back and we never talked about it with each other. Everything seemed like it was all back to normal, but deep down I started to feel really sorry for her. Eventually, I passed my entrance exam for university. Luckily, I passed and I decided to move out of the house. One day after school, I was on my way home when I found Rena, so I ran over to her. Hey, Rena, are you on your way home?
Yes, I am. Oh, by the way, congratulations for passing the exam.
Thanks.
So you're moving out of the house, huh?
Yeah, the university's too far from our house, so yeah, it can't be helped.
I know it can't be helped, but I'm gonna miss you so much.
What?
I mean, never mind that. Good luck with your new life.
Rena said and quickly went inside the house. Did Rena say she's gonna miss me? Is she gonna miss me as a brother or as me? A few months had passed and I finally started living alone, a completely fresh start of life for me. I was super excited and I couldn't wait to join the judo club, study hard, and if lucky, make a girlfriend. But Rena was always at the back of my mind, and I mean always. I actually brought a bunch of pictures of Rena when she was still a freshman in high school and I had them in my drawer. I would look at the pictures every day and sigh thinking about her. But one day I got a call from Rena out of nowhere.
Long time no see, Ichi. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing fine. Did something happen?
I'm applying for a design company right now that's in your town, and I'll be going there tomorrow, so...
What? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I know this is so sudden, but I wanted to ask if I could stay at your place for the night.
That's fine with me, but,
But what?
Nothing. I was just surprised that you'll be coming back tomorrow.
Then can I come over to your place?
Of course, no problem.
Thank you. I'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Rena's coming to my house. Even after I got off the phone, I could hear my heart pounding so fast and loud. And the next day, I went to my place and we decided to meet at. It has been a long time since the last time I saw Rena, and she's become even cuter and a bit hotter even. She looked at me with a smile and said,
Whoa, Ichi, you look all grown up now.
You think so?
Yeah, you're more well-built too. More masculine.
Yeah, I'm still doing judo at my university.
Wow, that must be why you're so big.
Then we just went downtown, went to a restaurant that I reserved, and we had dinner together. On our way home, we got to a crowded place, and I saw Rena about to bump into a group of drunk guys, so I just grabbed her shoulder and pulled her to my side and protected her from them. Careful, you're about to run into them.
Whoa, you're like a bodyguard now. So reliable.
Well, yeah. Dang, it's like a date. I always wanted to go on them with Rena. As I walked together with Rena, I felt my chest become warmer and warmer. When we got to my apartment, she looked around the room and said,
I expected it to be a mess, but I guess you're living like a normal human being.
What do you mean? I've always been living like a normal human being.
I expected your room to be a lot more messy.
I just cleaned it up this morning because I knew that you were coming.
Oh, by the way, did you get a girlfriend or a crush?
Well, I do have a crush on someone. Rena seemed a little shocked to hear that, but she immediately asked a follow-up question.
Oh, really? Who is she?
She looks like that one idol, and she's just my type, you know, on the dot.
Really? Are you guys dating then?
Nope, I just have a crush on her, that's all.
Oh, well, aren't you going to confess to her?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Come on, just take a shot. You might actually be able to date her.
She said as she opened the drawer on my desk, and...
Whoa, that's a bunch of pictures. Wait, is this?
Oh, don't look at that! Rena froze completely after seeing the pictures of her in my drawer. My heart was racing, and I walked over to her and pushed the drawer back in. After a while of silence, I made up my mind and just asked her with my eyes still closed, Now, do you know who my crush is? Do you still think I should confess my feelings for her?
I mean,
if I just take a shot, do you think I'll be able to date her?
just take a shot then.
I opened my eyes slowly and I saw Rena looking at me with a serious expression. So I looked at her directly in the eyes and I said, My crush is right in front of me right now. I love you, Rena. I had this feeling ever since I first met you. I didn't want you to just be my sister.
That's why you didn't want to call me big sister, right?
Yeah. And you were acting pretty cold towards me, so I thought that maybe you hated me or something like that, you know? And that time I also heard that your actual little brother, and, well, I didn't know what to do with that feeling.
Just know that I never hated you. I just didn't know how to act as a big sister. It was complicated. And you're so different to my real brother, too.
different to him? What do you mean?
You're just you, Ichi. Back then, I was so stupid I was comparing you to my brother, you know? I'm so sorry for what I said. I didn't mean to hurt you like that.
It's okay, don't worry, but then, what about you?
Can I take my shot too, then?
Reina asked me with her face all blushed up. Yeah, take it for me.
I realized this when you left the house to live alone. I love you, Ichi. I've been in love with you all this time.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm serious. I came here today because I wanted to see you.
Reina, I'm so glad that I confessed my feelings for you. But what happened to your actual brother after that?
I talked about this with Mom, and we decided to go see him from time to time. I guess that's when I realized my feelings towards you because I felt assured about my relationship with my brother.
Reina, thanks so much for coming to see me. I was dying to see you too. I love you so much, Reina.
I'm so happy. I can't believe this is happening.
She said, and she hugged me tightly, and
See, if you just take your shot, things will be fine, you know?
she said as she smiled at me back. So I hugged her back firmly like a precious little gem. I feel like a load is finally off my chest and I couldn't be happier. A year later, Reina successfully got a job in my town and she moved into my apartment near the company. And 2 years after that, I got into an IT company and I've been working for 2 years now. Reina and I still live separately and just see each other from time to time, but we have spent a lot of time living together, so this still feels really fresh and fun to do. Now that I think about it, my wish from middle school was to go on a date with Reina, and it's finally come true. And in high school, I dreamt of kissing Reina, and that came true as well. The last one remaining is to marry her, but we've already told our parents about that. They were both really surprised at the beginning, but it seems like they were fine as long as it makes us happy. We were both really scared with them being opposed to the idea, but I realized that if you believe in it hard enough, anything can come true. And now my next dream is to become a couple that will love each other for the rest of our lives.